Greetings, fellow Octopathians. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler, side questing here in the endgame. I've decided I'm going to go see what King Kaleem wanted, because I ran out of time. So let's see what his quest is. I might not even be able to resolve it right now, but we're going to find out. Oh, just as a quick warning, before I talk to him, I may have to get up and leave in the middle of the episode. So, just be prepared for that. So, I may have to splice two clips together in order to continue the episode. So, I may have to get up and run off at some point, and it may be sudden. So, just so y'all are aware, so any jump cuts don't look funny. I'm glad you've come, particularly now. I am just now considering a new entertainment I might offer to my people. People do not live merely to survive each day. They live to see the pleasures they hope tomorrow might bring. This is why one of my duties to my people is to provide them with the pleasures that give them strength to make it through the day. I have asked for the opinions of my vassals, and to come to a decision, I must not please only the rich and the fortunate. And so I've decided to put on a series of plays that will bring pleasure to the masses. But my advisors and I know little of such thing. Play acting in the world of theater, we will need help to make this production a success. I must admit that I have little faith in our success as it stands. Oh. King Kaleem's Conundrum. Okay. I can't remember if I ever encountered a playwright in my travels, or is someone from Everhold going to be able to fix this? Okay, that's resolved. I mean, well, it's not resolved, but that much is done. So, let me go here to Grandport next. And I'm going to show you all the bazaar area, because there's a lot of stuff there that I found. Merchant. Official Grandport Merchant. Registration number 052943. Wears weapons and armor. Is this just gonna be like Quarry Crest? No, not exactly. Ambitious young man who works at the wharf of Grandport. He helps merchants unload their items and is learning various things from his employer that he might one day become a trader. Cool. Oh, I'm sorry, I walked right past you. Traveling merchant. Merchant who deals with ore the world over, carrying everything from beautiful and rare crystals to common pebbles in his bag. He's the one I think I got the lapis lazuli from, if I recall. So, yeah, if you're looking for lapis lazuli, this is the guy, I think. If my memory is correct. Passionate peddler. Legends of swashbucklers and trailblazers inspired this merchant to become a seller of adventure books. He recently came into possession of one which tells the tales of 8 travelers, each fascinating and compelling, and cannot seem to put it down. That's either about us, or that's about the 8... There's 8 NPCs that are like old people that have battle-tested gear. It could be talking about them. Merchant. Registration number 193537. Swords and shields. That's not helpful. Bookworm. Born into privilege, this girl spends her days voraciously reading books she orders from Atlas Dam. As her overprotective parents do not allow her to embark on adventures of her own, she instead lets her imagination travel to every corner of the realm. Oh, that's Cordelia, isn't it? Yeah. Descendant of the renowned Hornburgian knight, protector of the Dragonstones left by her father, she spends most of her time indoors. She doesn't have many friends, though she feels a connection with her pen pal, a young girl living far away. Hi, Cordelia. What you got for me? Oh, Noah, I hope you're all right. Oh! She's never left my letters unanswered for so long. She kind of went on a journey, Cordelia. I didn't know what else to do with myself, so I came here. I do hope that nothing is the matter. Keeping up with the Wyndhams? Oh, that's a jab at the Kardashians if I've ever heard it.
You see...
She went on a journey. I mean, I don't know how else to relay that to her. Registration number 200984. Accessories, miscellaneous goods. Oh, excuse me. I had to move something on my desk here real quick. Bombastic boy. Young man prone to affectation, and exaggeration, to the annoyance of those around him. Although once a shy and quiet lad, he became more angry and aggressive after losing someone near and dear. Townsperson. One of a pair of brigands who terrorizes the town. He has a knack for creating concoctions which produce thick smoke and befuddle the senses, which he uses to great effect when relieving innocents of their valuables. Not on my watch!
Let us fight with honor. Have at you. Have at you. The battle is truly just. The dog fights hard. The thrill of the fight.
Platinum helmet. Excuse me. Clear my throat there. Revitalizing jab. Cool. One of a pair of brigands who terrorizes the town. Disguised as an old lady, she preys on the sympathy of others and effortlessly steals from the gullible. Oh, good lord. We basically have the thief version of Mrs. Doubtfire in there. Tavern wench. Beautiful woman who works at the tavern. She owes the landlord a large sum and works hard to pay it off. Though he's offered to forgive the debt, she declined out of a sense of obligation. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a text on my phone. Sorry, I had to look at it real quick. Oh, here's some people. Hello. A married drunkard. Good-humored man who frequents the tavern in Grandport. He easily befriends all he meets, claiming good food and spirits will get anyone to talk. His tactic may attribute to his past success as an informant behind enemy lines. I know I see the travel banner up there, but I can't do it right now. Registration number 167739. Dried foods. Right. Cleric. Cleric who spends more time drinking than conducting services at the chapel. In spite of this, he's extremely devout, as many of the other customers at the aforementioned tavern can attest to. Well, if I were a depraved individual, I'd be making a priest joke right now. But I'm not going to. I like to think I have higher standards. Grandport Market. Townsperson, young man who stowed away on a merchant ship and made his way from the woodlands 6 months prior. He lives at a tavern and has befriended one of the maids, who he learned is being forced to work off a debt. Though she knows nothing of it, he has made plans for them to run away together. Yeah, you will work on that. Let me know how that goes. Alright, in this bazaar, there are a lot of key items that you can steal from people. Okay? So, I don't remember all of them, but there's a lot of them, so if you're looking for something, this would be one of the best places to look. Start over in the beach, shall we? Alright, chapel's clear. You first, miss. Woman from Coragosa. Okay. Woman from a southern nation who traveled the realm working odd jobs until she found her way to Grandport. In her youth, she helped her mother with the daily cooking and learned a great deal. Her specialty is stewed fish with quatrate. I came from a I come from a land so far south of here you will never find it on a map. I haven't been back there in a dozen years. I have no interest in going back either. Yet the one thing I do miss is the sweet smell of quadrate blooms that grow. I think that's one of the things I stole from this bazaar. I think.
Goodness.
Is that a quadrate flower? It transports me back to my homeland in an instant. When I left my land, my parents gave me quadrate flowers. They told me I should be the hardy quadrate, that no matter how difficult things became, I would grow strong and bloom beautifully. I've not thought of that day for a long time. Thank you. Perhaps I should work a bit harder and save up enough to go back home to my parents. I could build them a fine house surrounded by fields of quadrate. As long as we can spell the quadrate, we won't ever miss one another. That's nice. Revitalizing jam, cool. It's Laura! Laura's new life. Oh, so this... I'm going back to Marceline, I guess. A woman known for her generosity and beauty, she lives with her family in Grandport, where her husband serves as a commander of the garrison, and enjoys bringing him and his men homemade sweets from time to time. One might say that they are the very picture of perfect husband and wife. Girl, when I was little, my mother talked in her sleep. I could hear her at night calling someone's name over and over, louder and louder, until she screamed. It was scary. She doesn't do that anymore, but I don't know if she's gotten better. Yeah, his name's Kevin, the prisoner. Good dog. A happy mutt with not a care in the world. He's a good dog. But to be fair, all dogs are good dogs, and a pox upon who he dares to say otherwise. Good dog. There's a lot of people to talk to. Ship captain. Sea captain who's returned to Grandport, though the town's nobles have contracted him to ferry passengers and goods. He loves how lively the town is during the Merchant's Fair, and is happy to support the event. Turn around. Hello? Refreshing him. Okay. Alright. You, ma'am. Bear with me, there's a lot of here. Woman who sells souvenirs to tourists. Though her parents intend for her to take over the family business, she dreams of traveling the world in search of treasure before that happens. Official Grandport Merchant 112125. Sold out of books. Bazaar Shopper, hidden item, member of a noble family sponsoring the Merchant's Fair, a great event that many dream of attending. Well aware of its significance, he has invested a great deal of his resources into ensuring all goes to plan. He attends anonymously as he knows rather little about the trade and would prefer the others remain ignorant of this. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. You probably should remain anonymous. Otherwise you'll get someone like Ali trying to sell you a carpet for a bunch of money. Registration number 115423. Fresh food. Fresh fruit. Come buy this rug owned by House Kafka. God. Bazaar Shopper. Today's menus. 7-herb soup, scissor crab salad, auroch steak, and grilled pomegranate. I'm clearing my throat a lot right now. Merchant. Registration number 138288. Sells spears. Master Jeweler. A jeweler who uses various and not altogether honorable means to learn of and acquire precious gems. He then uses myriad other and undeniably disreputable methods to sell them for significant profit. Unless he had lapis lazuli. I don't think so. Creepy Antiquarian. An antiques dealer willing to pay surprisingly high prices for common goods. His only criterion for assessing the value of an item is that its personal history. To wit, he will pay a king's ransom for junk if the seller's story is sufficiently compelling. Ing the Diarist. Ing's Log 39205. Sounds like a log from Star Trek. I have nothing left to write, nothing worth writing at any rate, and yet I must press on, else I betray the promise I made her so long ago. So I write, for her. Sorry. I hope you're chronicling your days. A diary is a record of all you hold in your heart, you know. I've been keeping my diaries without fail for 70 years. I've got enough volumes to fill a whole library, but I don't have much to write about these days. Is there anything for an old man to experience so thrilling that it demands to be recorded? Well, I'll get back to you on that. Registration number 129543, Daggers. Bazaar shopper, merchant who came to peruse the market. Though he was considering setting up a stall to sell his own wares, he is somewhat overwhelmed by the passion of his competitors. Hey, you and me both, buddy. Bazaar shopper, the head of the Grandport Merchants Association. He decides who can sell their wares at the market. Born and bred merchant, he can often be spotted scouring stalls for hidden treasure. Bazaar shopper. Noble woman with poor taste in jewelry. She loves collecting items from all over the world and goes to the market hoping to find a new piece to add to the collection. Registration number 140231, Axes. I'm marking my way through them. Registration number 170926, Medicinal Ingredients. Registration number 169002, Soulstones.
Welcome.
You know, they say they sell these things, but I can't buy them. Bazaar shopper, young man who has spent altogether too much of the fortune he inherited. Extremely confident in his judgment, he believes all who question his decisions simply lack his preternatural eye for quality. There's a mouthful. Huh? Layman. How you doing, buddy? What's your problem now? You again, friend of my heart. It is I, the great adventurer, Layman. Surely you know me by now. I am finally about to embark on my voyage to uncover a new land, but I've been quite sternied? I think it says sternied, by some villainous brigands, and now I find myself unable to reach a ship. What's that? You say my legs are trembling? Only trembling with anticipation of the justice I'm about to mete out. I do hate to ask, but do you think you could defeat the brigands? Surely, man. Registration number 192031, Dancing Garments and Accessories. Registration number 200515, Hunting Equipment. Wharf Thug, thief who roams the world swindling whoever he pleases. He once lived an honest life putting pirates behind bars, but abandoned his comrades once he realized how much easier a life of crime would be. Oh really? Prepare to die. You wanna fight me? It's your funeral.
Let us fight with honor. The battle is truly joy.
This'll be over quick.
How about this?
Hit me as hard as you can. Well, you had your chance. Goodbye.
Windhill, fight with us! With each battle, I grow stronger.
You think you can mess with us? This isn't the last you'll see of me! Go! Oh, friend of my heart, you defeated that villain! Now I will at last set sail into the unknown! Thank you. I have been saved by you over and over. Let me ask, do you have a dream of your own? I've always dreamed of being an adventurer as long as I can remember. Like the great adventurer Dupont, he welcomed any challenge that came his way. He crossed the seas alone and discovered completely unknown lands. Many adventurers tried to follow in his footsteps and set out to sea, never to return. I myself am one of those who wished nothing more than to be just like Dupont. My entire body trembles with excitement. I shall take this ship across the sea and discover a land that no one ever has. And perhaps I will find myself in need of the help from another from time to time as well. My name is Mann, and I set forth to tread the lands no one ever has. Fare thee well, friend of my heart. Adventurer's hat. So he finally went out on his journey. Finally. Alright. Got some more people to talk to here. Merchant, non-regular. Where's miscellany? Miscellany. I'll get back to you. Oh, there's the Wyndhams. Descended from a wealthy and prestigious line of merchants, Aston Wyndham managed to further grow his family's fortune by creating a successful trading consortium and propagating it across the continent. However, he regrets not being able to save his deceased wife with his rich. Illness does not care how rich you are. Gil the Butler, butler of the Wyndham family, upon his master's approval, uses whatever means necessary to secretly dispose of anyone who gets too close to Noah. Grandport Merchants Association shall bear no liability to victims or swindlers or thieves, nor will it intervene in business disputes. It is incumbent on all concerned parties to resolve matters themselves. Alright, last two people here. I don't know what to do about Cordelia right now. Registration number 159242, mountain climbing gear, hidden item. Aristocrat, smarter bargain, one of the noble family sponsoring the merchant's fair. Unbeknownst to her unrefined husband, she is quite active behind the scenes, dictating how the fairgrounds are to be decorated, as well as advising how auctions are to be conducted. And you? You, sir? You're the auctioneer. Barker, man hired to host the merchant's fair. He's well liked by the traders for his calm demeanor and eloquence. When the fair is not being held, he works in Victor's Hollow. Alright, let me pick up these hidden items, and then I will... I don't know if I should bring the Wyndhams to Cordelia. I don't know if that will solve the quest. But I can do Kevin's quest in Marceline. I'd like to save my game real quick. Thank you. Oh, I'm over 100 hours now. Alright. I'm going to revisit Marceline and do Kevin real quick, and then I'm probably going to stop. Because I know any time now I'm going to get pulled away from doing... I'm going to get pulled away to do something else, so this will be the last thing, unless I get pulled away right in the middle of talking to Kevin. Which I really don't want to happen. Blah 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 blah, I found Laura. She has a child. You found Laura? You must tell me everything! So she did. Got married and even went and had a kid. Of course she did. A woman like that gets snatched up in no time. She had no reason to hang around waiting for a fool who's thrown away everything. I was a weak man. Once I strayed off the path of what's right and good, I couldn't seem to find my way back. I was once a guardsman in a certain town, but I had a problem with taking wagers I couldn't win. Ended up in a debt and eventually here. I was out of control. I even lost myself. Laura, when all she ever did was worry about me. I didn't lose her. I ran away and left her. And all I did from that day I left her was get deeper and deeper into trouble. Time to go, Kevin. I know. Don't ever become like me. Regret always comes too late. But, you know, I'm glad I at least got to find out about Laura. I'm glad I can meet my end knowing she's happy. Thank you. Really? Revitalizing. Did they really have to do the bit at the end where the guillotine comes down? The sound? Did they really have to? Okay. Okay. Where's my save point here? There it is. Yeah. Okay. So, that's taken care of. The only town left for me to address is Riverford, so that'll be next time. So, yeah, Riverford over here. I should go over there. Yeah. So that'll be the next town I go to for side quests. Okay? Yeah, I don't have much more time down here because I'm about to receive a phone call and be called away. So I'm going to leave this episode right here. Come back next time for some side questing in Riverford. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.